moves to close the distance between himself and the Bat Rider.
And at this moment, they are. This Lena just cannot get online. She's level 8 at this point. No items. You have phase boots, but you have armor issues. They're just gonna jump you with Omni Slash or PA and have a rock to follow up. And there's not really any protection for the Lena.
But to get online, she needed to find the kills. And VP never gave her the opportunity, really.
I think Bat Rider is gonna be really key in trying to set up for her. Because normally you'd be able to run around and get a lot of counter kills, defensive towers, but with the farm that she has, she might be in a perpetual cycle of feeding. The worst kind of cycle.
Up the feed, keep killing. That's what you need. Beautiful.
I don't even know if you want the respawn talent in this game. If you die, I think you're just gonna die again, right? Like once PA gets farmed enough, you can't do anything. You just get jumped constantly.
True, but then you ask for the trade-off, right? Like the plus 50 damage, is it going to be enough?
I think you need the plus 50. Depends on how heavy Morphling can lift. But I think this might be one of those situations where if you get respawn time here, you're just gonna feed more, right? It's not like it's a lion who just dies. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. It's just a lion. This is your mid Lena you're talking about that might just die over and over. Kuku has had pretty good performance in the Lena that we've seen, but this game I think is could be a lot different.
This game, the tempo just seems to be going the way of Virtus Pro. Now, they do hold the advantage. They're almost about 2,000 in the experience and the gold advantage. But this is still bouncing around a little bit.
Before the team fights come out, though, right? Yeah. This is before big rock come out. That was a solo rock on the Lena, but like before big RPs and rocks come out. So, what is your big team fight ultimate for TNC? Like once you 5-man. If you want to 5-man.
It's the burst initiation, right? Like, it's the ability to stop VP. Like, you blink in, you get the lasso, and then you Laguna pump down one target.
Ideally. However, you have to be concerned about clumping up, like they did last game. Like, you all in on a hero, and then you clump up.
RP Warlock. Yeah.
RP Warlock ultimate, and that is not good. Like, even if you lose the PA, are you really worried about losing the fight if you get even 2-3-man RP? I think it's just...
Making sure Ramsey doesn't have all the space in the world just to flash farm. Right, they're looking to push down the tier 1 tower before. And Ramsey already knows it. He knows being pressured. TP's up to the top lane. They can push that lane in instead. But with Raven now down at the bottom, maybe this is when TNC can try and establish control of the Radiant jungle. Kuku, real issues in the mid. Getting caught out and able to run away from the high level upheaval. And VP looking to fight. The rocks on cooldown in 15 seconds time. They want to come into this engagement, but Sam, he's there. He's waiting. Into the Firefly, starts his TP out, scouts out the 3 heroes moving in. So a bit of a waste of smoke from VP.
Pasha hesitated a lot there. He's like, oh, there's someone here to bring my smoke, and then you didn't realize that there possibly couldn't have been that many heroes there. Lena's already dead. I think Earthspirit was showing top. Morphling was showing at the tower. So max what there could be was 3, but I guess you just want to be pretty careful with the skewer. You do really live in that fear when you're at that 2,000 gold point for Magnus. You're like, I really don't want to die before my blink dagger.
They're on different pages here. Bill was looking to attack on top and actually pinging out Spirit's position. And Ramsey wanted to go back to farm and pick up a bounty rune.
They don't really need to make any moves right now. It's very concerning that VP's 2 melee cores are on top of the network, and this is before like the Magnus and power farm really starts kicking in. Like they can just stack Ancients. It is max and power right now. Definitely, I think the right choice for Magnus to go for one build. But yeah, they can just power farm Ancients right now, and the net worth is just going to get worse and worse because Lina cannot compete with this sort of farm rate. So you need to smoke, you need to be able to get kills. Bat Rider's Blink Dagger is going to be very important for them. It's only 200 gold for him, but Cuckoo needs some more in that kill category. He has 4 right now, but his net worth is not in a good spot.
What a time for this Blink Dagger to arrive for Pasha. This may actually give VP the confidence to defend the tier 2 tower if TNC want to push it. And right now, Cuckoo plus Raven, you've got 2 of your cores on this bottom lane staring down the tier 2 tower, but okay, Raven's out. They just don't have the strength or confidence to keep the push going in the Observer Ward in mid. Sees the movement of the Morphling, in fact the Creep Wave sees it as well.
Bat Rider's Blink Dagger time is coming out, so they know that Magnus is probably very similar, and he hasn't shown yet or revealed his Blink Dagger, but they will see it with the Observer Ward on bottom, so that will be no surprise to them. He did well close to the southwest side of it, so they won't make the blunder of pushing mid into what potentially could be an RP. And time for Bat Rider to do his thing. He doesn't have any mana right now. I guess they're sitting up waiting at the shrine. They need to get a smoke right now. But Lina is not involved in this, so they could potentially smoke behind the Lina, closer to Lina. They are expecting the Lina to get jumped constantly, which has been the story of Cuckoo's game.
Well, Lina just TP's into him now.
Yeah, they actually haven't smoked. Doesn't have that much mana right now. Just one Napalm, one Firefly, and one ulti. It's not really what you want to smoke with. So he has to pop a secondary shrine just so they can make something happen with this. But this time, VP group up. Yeah, that's like 30 seconds of mana wasted.
Mate, you've gone wrong. Just bring 5 heroes to the bottom lane and push in. Tibbs is still trying to get as much farm as he can out of this top lane, and he's doing it pretty uncontested. But the trade-off is VP's push power. So, tier 1 tower, and TNC go for the trade-off by going for the mid tower.
They have way more physical damage on the Radiant side, though. VP can, I think, easily take 2, combine that with a Bloodlust.
They're going to go for the trade-off. Waveform plus Slave for TNC mops up the Creep Wave pretty quickly. The first TPs are coming in. It's going to be Tibbs. Kick Slow could do it. Radiant going to burn their fortification as well, but the tier 2 tower is already gone. And VP keep going. They're looking to the high ground. You've still got the Warlock Golem. Maybe not the greatest thing to commit. Okay, TP's into the mid. Ramses will arrive, but Morphling is away, and he's the last player left here from the dire side.
I think they can just go in a roach though right now. I guess Bat Rider's a little bit of a worry, but you have the Rock and you have the RP. Could be a little bit risky for them. Maybe once the Dezo's completed, they can actually go into it. Oh, Dezo's been online for Phantoms. Phantoms is really rich. Oh goodness, she was his BKB.
Yeah, they have to get some better vision around the pit. The TNC currently have the best ward watching the front of the pit, as well as the Radiant Ancients.
They were really scared of it. They blew a scan, make sure that they didn't smoke in a roach. They still need some more time for Morphling to get a second item, I'd say. Once he gets EB, they can actually just pop the PA, but she's already kind of shored up against that.
Blink, Lasso, they managed to find target. Ogre doesn't get pushed up on top of the hill with the flame break as well as the kick from Tibbs. They hold him in position, allow Raven to get the blood.
That's Solo's specialty though. Creating space with his deaths.
It is. Solo dies, the tier 1 tower falls on top lane, and again, this is the same situation the TNC is in. Like, do you try and defend when the push comes? You have to let the tier 1 tower go. VP not going to go for the tier 2 tower this time, instead they slip into the pit. Here come the drums, here come the drums.
I'm just waiting for one of them to accidentally use their ultimate. But here they go, Bat Rider. He doesn't have lasso, so it's not going to be an easy play. I mean, that's a vision with the napalm.
Break to push him out if he wants it, and that may be the way to do it. The kick, Tibbs rolls in, and in comes Sam as well. It goes down the Radiant side, the rock will drop, but really, her spirit's already dead. Bat Rider was out of the pit, but they get the other one. It's the Rubik being dragged back into the Omni Flash. Raven wants a TP out, the Morphling doesn't have the mind to survive it. And Virtus Pro,
Genie.
again, another fantastic fight around Roshan. We saw one of them, which was a 3-for-1
Opposite
trade-off in game 1. This time, it was a clean sweep, 3-0.
হ্যাঁ
Solo's deaths mean a lot this game, or for VP rather. Like TNC, they had a blow lasso, and without the lasso, they didn't really have a play inside the pit. They got vision, but let's say Lil dropped this rock like 2 seconds earlier,
Y
when
solo te
Roach was going down,
respeto.
there's nothing that TNC can do to actually stop that.
It's tactical feat.
Tactical feat, yeah. Quite tactical. If you want to make yourself feel better about it, but every time you die, tactical feat, right? Tactical feat.
Yeah. Everything has a purpose with death.
As long as he has bloodlust. 114. The true. It was worth the build.
Leaders on the hunt, but the hero they're hunting is not the one they want. The Juggernaut has the Aegis Immortal, and here we go again. Solo for the Blink Lasso. They need to get both of them this time around. Remember, Warlock, no Rocket Valves, there's no real counter. Both supports get picked up by this smoke maneuver of TNC.
And they definitely have to be a little bit more careful during the ultimate cooldowns. They did blow everything. The chaotic offering wasn't a huge impact last fight, but it was kind of used to secure the Aegis for them. But he got greedy, he wanted his Midas. It's understandable. I don't think we're going to hit the quota this game.
With no lasso up, like Ramsey just wants to keep fighting. Like he tries to dodge out with the Mana style, now a jump forward, Pasha, no RP available, 20 seconds still on cooldown, but he's going after Rubik. That's a Rubik healing up with his own Shadow Word that he stole from Warlock. But when the crit's there from no one, Shadow Word won't be able to protect you, another crit as well. Well, where the chances is the plate that gets left behind on Rubik's corpse.
It's a nice touch there.
It's actually really, yeah, it's really cool.
Same agent says should have bought more armor.
Really? Is that what it's in? Yeah. Okay. 663 damage to the 848 damage. Yeah. I like the second one better. The what were the chances?
2 gravestones right there. So now it's majority up to Morphling. Bat Rider misses window with the blink dagger timing. Cuckoo has just been struggling to really do anything.
Yeah.
Except for feed. And then now Morphling, he is the most farmed hero. He died in a road pit trying to make a play there, but he is the only one that can slow this game down for TNC to kind of catch back up or do a lot of damage in team fights and pick heroes off, maybe even bait RPs while morphing. There's a lot of things that he can do, but it's kind of only him. Tim's can only do so much too.
Well, Tim's was doing it all in game 1, but okay, they see the Morphling TPing in, Cuckoo around the tree line. Lil is just so close with the upheaval, they can't move forward. At least the replica copy of the Juggernaut is able to fight stronger than anyone else here in TNC. And the Blink Lasso, nice target. It's the Magnus. Gotta keep clear, however, or else this will happen. The rock hits into the only slash, the 3-man RP. TNC playing stuck in the mud with Virtus Pro. Ramsey will keep this spin going. Doesn't matter. Rest for the wicked.
Plenty of rest.
And this Rock BP go up. There's no Morphling for 30 seconds.
I think Rock just came up at that point too.
Yeah, it was literally up to the time it dropped.
It was a good lasso, but they weren't able to kill the mag in time.
This is 2 lanes of Rux, I believe. Like, they can rotate bottom and at least take the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, it's just I don't think that they anticipated the Lena being this useless. Like they gave her the early kill in mid, but she just struggled in lane, couldn't get any CS, haven't been able to get any kills.
It was Ogre and PA. Like that was the matchup you're up against. But I think you hit the nail on the head at the very start, right? Like, it's that light strike and raid that you had to level up, and then having the second level up in Slave early on.
It's still, even after that, I think an inherently tough matchup. I think just PA on her own is fine, but having to deal with PA with, like, Rock to back her up and Empower and the DD Rue that she got and Bloodlust, she's just way too strong. What does Lena have to augment her damage?
Well, she has an Earth Spirit rotation and a Rubik rotation.
Right, but in the team fight, compare that to RP, which is just king.
Yeah.
There's
that's
no
what you use
contest.
the lasso, but with the tactical feat of Solar, the other, like, you had the moment with that last fight. You had the Battle Rider grabbing the Magnus and pulling him back, but then you saw the lack of damage. They didn't even kill him off in time, and then they all grouped up. It was this. We know we're walking into real danger zone. 4 heroes all around each other. The Rock's gonna be up soon. Everyone gets hit, and the fight's done.
They had to take that chance though. Like they're just farming way too fast right now. I think PA and Jug were like maybe 2,000 ahead of the high TNC cores, but now they are 4,000 or 5,000, and that number is growing. Roshan's going to respawn pretty soon, so what can they actually do at this point? Shrine is dead. That's so much physical damage from them. Abyssal is almost up on PA. What?
Yeah. Yeah. it's a beautiful day if you're Virtus Pro.
And another double damage.
And he can hold on to it till exactly when he needs it. Advantage for TNC. VP are not buying them. Like, the rock is still a little cooldown for 5 more seconds. They'll be willing to find shortly. It'll be even easier once that Rod of Atos is over on the Warlock. He's just one staff of wizardry away from having that. But Raven getting the last hit in the tower. The money's coming into the Morphling. The E-Blade is approaching. So combining him up with the Lena, they have the potential just to pop the PA. But the PA's now got BKB. Got a lot of life to work with. That's 2k HP on the Phantom Assassin.
I don't think they have enough damage. Maybe if like Lena had Ags, they could, but she is just way too far
Is
behind.
this the opportunity? The Blink Lasso. He's still not in Firefly. Ramses jumps up. And then looking for the pick. Juggernaut. Okay. Don't leave me here. Exactly.
How much was that crit?
It was 1656.
Yeah.
Was the crit of death.
Ouch.
I do love the fact that it actually says, "Don't leave me here," when everyone was bailing and leaving him there. that makes that even better.
That's just disgusting how much support this PA has.
Well, here goes your second shrine. So TNC losing most out of areas, but again, TNC trying to get the best trade-off they can. Cuckoo pushes the mid, takes the tier 2 tower, leaves only one remaining outer tower for Virtus Pro.
He went for damage.
Yep. It is stupid to think that VP are only one tower up on them. Of course, it's the tier 3 tower with the attack and Drax, but TNC still doing a good job of keeping the lanes pressure as much as they can, but this will be problematic. They pull out, the RP's down, Raven, strength morph, he's got 9-1 charges available, make that 11, they push him up, he's got waveform available too, so they go back inside the base, and Ramses wants to continue this. Omni Slash is available, so TNC don't want to get too close.
And no RP up. Not the fight that they're necessarily looking for. Plenty of room for them to scale though. VP are okay with taking it slow. They still have like the 10% on the cleave that Magnus can pick up later. They have the minus that's still kicking in. A lot of items that they can just wait for.
They just smoked up, but that Radiant Observer was blocked by a tree inside the base. So the TNC smoke wasn't actually visible to Virtus Pro.
Yeah, they have to do something with RP on cooldown.
They also just got the E-Blade, so they have that pop potential. They need the kill. They need no one dead. This 9-1 4 PA, they need him gone. And what have you got? Again, it's going to be a decent target this time around. It's a Magnus. It's not an Ogre. But that's 45 seconds without a Magnus.
But they can't really take any objectives. All the towers are already down, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and Roshan delayed spawn time as well.
Yeah.
They can't even slip into that.
I don't even think they could do Roche. Maybe with a replicate tank, but nope.
It's still a good pick for TNC. The first reveal of the E-Blade, they find themselves a pick on a core.
Yeah, we'll give some breathing space to Lena. Maybe she can pick up like a Silver Edge to deal with the PA and right click her down.
Does look to be the build.
The Atos I really like on the Warlock though. Their main problem is going to be Morphling. Lena's been shut down. Actually, she's climbing back up in net worth, but you can easily pop the Lincolns with PA. PA can do it with anything and not really care about it because the cooldowns are so low. And then Atos, so he can't wait for him out. He doesn't have BKB right now, and I guess he's still pretty tanky though. He has a ton of armor on the waveform or on the Morphling, so it's probably not too scared. Oh, he's going Lincolns himself on the PA. Pretty good here. Deals with Ags, Lena ulti, deals with Replicate, which I think is pretty big, and deals with Lasso. I guess it can't be broken by Spell Steal, but still overall very good item for PA this game.
No one's being very frustrated. Roshan is taking way too long to arrive for him.
And they just need to make sure they don't get lassoed into a position where Bag can't RP. It's kind of their main concern this fight. Does Morphling have enough damage to shotgun people? His agility is 200-ish. I don't really think he can burst anyone down, though. Even Ogre has a hood. So low.
Casual survivability. But the lane's still being pressured in nicely from TNC, so even with the issue of the mid lane ranks being down, they're pushing out the bottom. Lina is in a bit of a riskier position, and no one wants to try and capitalize on it. A quick blink already used by Batrider. He uses it to escape. See no one coming into the lane, so it's just a straight TP out. But Roshan is alive, and this will be the next point of contest.
No vision from VP around that area, though. This could be the fight that TNC is looking for.
Yeah, they actually have a really good observer ward just south of the Radiant Ancients. And then the defensive one over in their own jungle. And Virtus.pro are moving, but they're moving as 5. So if TNC want to fight this, they have to go against the big team fight. But the second they leave the base, the observer ward that's there...
Roaches are...
okay, yeah, never mind. They're not going to make it.
Even the Arcane Rune on the PA is pretty good. Ups his damage a lot. But the thing about VP's team fight is they have so many fail-safes. Like, they have Spin, they have BKB, they have RP, and they have Warlock ulti. So, like, which hero are you going to jump that they aren't going to be able to pop their other cooldowns? You might be able to get one hero if you're lucky, and they pop their BKB
So
slate.
one jumped up. Tim's going to go. The kick is perfect. The E-Blade is not enough to pop no one. He'll trigger the BKB and now go on the run. And Sims... Oh, the damage! You thought you had something, but you had nothing. The Rock will drop the Yule Scepter. Able to dodge the RP. Able to connect, however. So Lina will fall. 2 cores down for TNC. And they turn tail and run. The quick rolling boulder up. Earth Spirit. TP's coming off cooldown in 1 second time. So be able to escape then. But VP won't really care. They got what they wanted. 2 good kills, and now they can push him through the top.
Pasha really did not want that Rubik to have RP. Could be a big play for them coming up here. That was a very nice episode from no one. Slaughtering that Batrider. He didn't even have DD or any other rune that fight. He just
That's
like
just
1 or 2 shot him.
That's just classic PA. Didn't even need the buffs.
Yeah, when you get this far ahead, it's quite the life. They still had to somewhat worry about the Morphling, though. Was almost able to burst down that Morphling. However, no Ags ulti on Lina, so once you pop BKB, you feel very good about yourself.
Raven out of vision, so solo can't do anything.
Still just need a stall, push out the lanes, shove them in as far as you can so that PA can't push with their Aegis. It doesn't really feel like TNC's a racks down, though, because of the way that they're controlling the lanes. I think, like, Raven is doing the best that he can given the situation.
They just seem to have, like, good clear as well. So, yeah, Raven's definitely doing a lot of work. He's bouncing around, but that's also the strength of the Morphling. You were saying, like, there's no real easy counter to the Morphling. If you're going to do it, you're going to set up a huge trap. Or you do exactly what VP is doing. Grab the creep wave, take the momentum, and just push down the lane. Because Ramsey is already knocking on the door with his Blink Dagger as well as Aegis. He's very happy, like, someone come and try and stop him. He'll just Omni Slash you down. That's a level 3 Omni Slash. He knows he can get it solo. Dodges what he thought was going to be the E-Blade pop.
Oh, the scan hits. They know that they're behind.
Oh, there's the Blink Lasso. He gets the wall off with the RP. He'll connect on 3. TNC, they're losing way too much in this fight. Raven will be critted out too. No one is beyond godlike. 12-1-7 on this PA. But VP read the situation perfectly. And they will now take at least the second lane of Racked. And in fact, they get the GG out. They take the second game. They take the series and the top-seeded slot.
Without loss, right?
Yeah, I don't think they lost one.
Quite a way to get into first place there. Nice one.
Not
nice
too
one,
shabby
VP.
at all. And finally pulling it out at the time when it really counts too. They're here in their homeland major, and it's really nice to actually have.
Oh, they lost one at random, actually.
They lost one. Okay.
Yeah. So they end up with 6-1
Life is hard.
in the group stage. Yep.